Charlottesville, South Carolina. Please give a warm deaf poetry welcome to Jus Cus.
My grandfather was a farmer, and he said it seemed to him the rich was getting richer, meanwhile the poor was getting poorer. This is before I watched my parents and both sets of grandparents vacate land they paid for. I remember being a little boy asking Mom why, and she said the federal government wanted more. And just last year, I watched my 70-year-old grandma get kicked out of her home, left to roam with 1,100 dead presidents sent in by the federal government, who's lent the name widow to women and body bags marked with dog tags sent to households because of black gold. $400 billion in 2003 on the national security budget, but folks, I don't see no security for the old, whose bones helped build up W's father's throne and whose blood protected Europe's homeland when a bad man named Adolf went off and killed 10 million. The rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer is the principal payment of how the majority is living. How many up in the supper club listening never made $1 million in a year? Are we all too stupid to prosper? Because back in school, I knew this real smart girl, and I watched her trick for paper. And she said that money is power, and for every hour her legs were spread, she fled with 5 dead presidents. And logically speaking, that shit makes sense. And the only thing I can do is tell her to use condom when she screws and tell my grandmother I love you, I'm helping her pack. And if I could, I'd sling 4 billion books out of my black backpack so I could take back the only house I've ever seen my grandma sleep in. I'd shed 1,000 tattooed tears to stop that lady's weeping, but U-Haul cannot and will not overhaul the memories of my first weekend when I slept over and we listened to Pink Floyd's The Wall and searched for green 4-leaf clovers in the only yard I've ever pitched a curveball in. But right now, I don't feel much like playing. And the only reason I'm saying these words is because the truth needs to be heard, that the shepherd isn't always good for us flock. And wolves be feeding well off the stock when bombs are dropped. And let these words serve as an alarm clock. We gotta wake the fuck up, New York.